no way. All week long, they've talked about having this type of a start, but I think they looked at it from the offensive team's perspective. You know, get the opening kickoff. You guys control the ball. A lot of people are now going to say, okay, now your offense, will they be out of whack? No, not at all. They're going to be absolutely happy. They're relaxed. They took care of business for them. They don't have any pressure now. They can just go play.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Going to the air right away, Lawrence. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. This game, the 9th that the Jags have played here in London. You might know that Shad Khan, he's the owner of both the Jaguars and Fulham in the English Premier League on the soccer side of things. And this is the 3rd of 3 London games the NFL will play this year. But there is one more game to come over on the continent. The Seahawks and Bucks from Munich, Germany. The first time a regular season game will be played there.
6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave them with a 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence.
Oh, and it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. McManus now for the extra point. And this is off the left upright, but he banks it through. How about that one? So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
This defense for the Broncos, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
From the 24, Lawrence. He targets Ingram for another grab.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. He'll get this off to ETN.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Here's the 2nd-year man from Clemson, Travis Etienne.
And some room to roam now. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's caught inside the 5. And he's across for 2 points. Boy, a gutsy call right there, but the fake works. And they get the 2 instead of 1.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Phillips now from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos.
At their own 15.
They run with a second-round pick from Iowa State. This is Breece Hall.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Escaping the pressure right.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Slot man moves right. On 3rd down, Wilson. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Wilson. And he'll find Hall. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
Breece Hall,
his 9th touchdown of the season. And they are able to add on to their advantage. McManus's point after is good. And that makes it 21-8. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
From the 22, Lawrence. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
They'll get this one complete to Zay Jones.
And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down.
He'll find Jones again, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A couple of 1st downs, has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10.
Again, it's Lawrence. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Lawrence. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, and a long way to go on third down.
Hey, Alpha, fly. Hey, go ahead.
Now Lawrence to throw. And the Broncos get there and take him down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. On fourth down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
This is Hamler on the receiving end.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
From the gun on third down, Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground, ETN. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Lawrence. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Again to Calvin Ridley, and he's got it once more.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence.
This one complete to Christian Kirk.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. The Jaguars at 4-3, a game over 500. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have the home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options.
Running out of the gun with ETN.
And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Second and 5 now. Lawrence. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now Lawrence.
And able to find Kirk complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Lawrence will throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
It's Chris Harris with a pick. The 40. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Extra point from McManus is good. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun, Lawrence.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
They go play action now. Lawrence.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. McManus's point after is good. And a rout is on here in this first half. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
Lawrence.
Completes it to Evan Ingram. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
51, back, box, right. Hey, Delta. Hey, Alpha. Yep. 5.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
And he slings one that's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
It's a throw again as Lawrence.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
On 3rd down, Lawrence.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Come on, set. Hey, D-chip, D-chip. Bravo. Go, go. Hey, exit. Hey.
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
4th down, here's Lawrence.
Open man right side is Ingram. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Lawrence going to throw again.
That's caught on the left side by Kirk.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches.
From the gun, it's Lawrence.
Over the middle, it's complete. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Here we go.
They'll run with ETN. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
And he's got it. Touchdown. Calvin Ridley. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Jags are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the lead now down to 20.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Phillips now from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because
he's got him in, complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Throwing is Wilson. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes.
And the Broncos continue to pull away here in this first half.
Extra point from McManus is good. And a rout is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Finding space at the 40.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Now Lawrence.
He's going to fire one. Corner of the end zone. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Zay Jones.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Jaguars are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 5. And he gets into the end zone. We'll give him credit. They're not going to take this deficit lying down. They get 2 closer here on the fake extra point.
Phillips now from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any one of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a first down.
Hey, come here. Hey, you.
He'll look to throw.
Open man downfield is Ridley.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 35. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence.
That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
80 weapons. Pilot, 64. Hey, 36. Down over. Go.
Lawrence.
Forced out to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Hey, extra. Hey, solid.
Now Lawrence to throw.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Zay Jones
with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Jaguars are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Phillips now from the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
They were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now Wilson. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
They'll run with Hall.
And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
On 1st down, right back to Hall.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They run here with a second-year man from UNC, Javonte Williams.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Williams.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. On 2nd down, Williams. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. He'll connect on the out route with Ingram.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Now Lawrence on first down. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. 83 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left.
Hey, Roy. Hey, hold it.
On 2nd down and 4. Lawrence. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram, 28 yards.
And the Jaguars get a bit closer. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
As this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Phillips now from the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
Hall again on second down.
And some room to work. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
That tackle by Trayvon Walker. Nice play. He blows that up behind the line of scrimmage.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory.
The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
They run it again with Williams.
And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Fourth down. Here's Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And can they take advantage? Their defense got the 4th down stop, but now they're hoping to find the end zone. A field goal wouldn't be enough to erase this 4th quarter deficit.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun is Lawrence.
Open man is Kirk, complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a 1st down to boot. Lawrence will throw. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Play action. It's Lawrence.
Dancing to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
They go play action now. Lawrence.
Man open, here is Jones. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 26. 18 yards, a big pickup there on 3rd down.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Travis Etienne, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Hey, exit. Hey, exit. Yep.
Now they empty the backfield and motion the man left.
Hey, Charlie.
Lawrence going to look to throw for it.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game here in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all...
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Jags are right back in this football game.
I'm ready.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10.
At the 31-yard line.
They'll look to Etienne to start things out.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
But Nick Bonito not letting him escape there. He was in instant pursuit off the snap and dropped him behind the line.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Hey, stop. Yeah. On the ball.
Here's Lawrence.
Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Throwing quickly, this is caught by Kirk. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Inside of 2 minutes remaining in a 2-point ball game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Straight ahead, Etienne.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Another tote for Etienne.
And a short gain. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So third down, and a field goal from here would be right about 50 yards as they try to get closer.
Hey, hold it.
Throwing now, Lawrence. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Patterson's kick is good.
And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes.
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the fourth quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 for the 26. Wilson to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
On third down, here's Hall.
He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. Fourth down.
They'll go for it. It's Hall.
And he's got Rome.
And he is going to have a Broncos first down as they pick up a big chunk of yards to boot. 18 of them. Here's Hall again.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure the investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Wilson.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Now Wilson. Buying time to his left.
And this nearly intercepted. Probably should have been. Had he caught it, it would have sealed it. Instead, one more chance coming up on fourth down.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
The slot man in motion right. Here we go. It's Wilson on fourth down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And he is going to have a Broncos first down on a well-designed play there.
Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. Down to the final play. That's where we win in this one. A dramatic finish. And I know that the field goal was going to be pretty long. But to not kick the field goal, at least take the chance to win there with 3, what did you think, partner?
You know that in pregame, as he warms up, the kicker gets with the special teams coach, and they figure out a number in both directions, all right, versus win, no win, if it's a possibility, whatever it is. And they give a number to the head coach. This is where I'm good from, between here and here. Maybe that wasn't the number he gave him today.
So for Jacksonville,
the victory means